There's more to move you right now at Team Mazda. Get 1.9% for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-50, Mazda CX-70, or Mazda CX-90. And make no payments for 90 days. The selection and savings are here for you at Team Mazda on Airline.
Hello, we're talking drinks, which must tailgating season.
Yeah, baby. Games this weekend.
We're seriously talking like drinks and things that are getting made. It must be about tailgate time.
Got to be.
Yeah.
Got to be. It's Wednesday and we're already thinking about it. You know,
Tailgate
those girls
starts,
are out.
man.
The
It
buses
started.
will be packed. Those RVs are going to hit the road before you know it.
Yeah.
It's going to be good in the other
We
family.
got some high school games this year on Friday nights, Friday nights. I love high school football.
Well, down here, just there's nothing like. I've been fortunate enough to live, and I do again, in a neighborhood where the high school football field is not that far away.
Oh, you can hear the band?
Yeah, they can hear the stands, the fans.
One of the best
and
sounds.
It really is one of the best sounds. I literally get goosebumps.
Yeah.
And actually, depending on the school and depending on what else is going on, you can hear the baseball game, you can hear softball games, that kind of thing going on. It's awesome, and it just lets you know that it is that time of year again, and that's a good noise to hear. There's all sorts of other stuff you don't want, but that's some good stuff.
It sure
Friday
is.
Night Lights
How
are
long you
important.
been out of school? Brings
is.
back great memories.
Yes, it does.
Yes, and we've got so many great bands here, by the way. Battle of the Bands coming up tomorrow. We're going to be
that's
live
fun.
out there tomorrow
That's fun.
morning, so just wait. So much goodness with football season from the littles all the way to the pros coming up.
The littles.
Yeah, it all kicks off this weekend. Can you believe it?
And we finally have
it's hard to
a
believe.
starting quarterback for the Saints.
Yeah, I think that was what most Saints fans expected.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Tyler Shook the Rook. Tyler Shook the Rook was going to. It would have been a long shot. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there are only two quarterbacks on the roster right now. They cut Jake Hainer.
Yeah. And he had to whittle that down a couple of days ago.
To the 53-man roster, but a lot of teams will still they'll still carry a third, an emergency, and so we'll see what the Saints end up doing. I'm sure they're going to go out and get somebody and then release somebody else to stay with the 53. But we'll see.
Pick up Johnny.
Can you still chuck it over the
I
roof?
can check it, baby. I can check. Not over the roof.
Not over the roof?
No, I can barely get no.
Don't doubt yourself. Sky's the limit, boo.
Well, I need some practice then.
Yeah, right.
And
All right.
Camp's over. I
Yeah,
need
we
some
can
Listen,
practice.
Sportsline Friday night.
Yeah, we
I
can
think they
have.
can find you a bunch of teams that could use some help here.
I've been
We can
told by John Eads and the gang to stay away from Sportsline Friday night.
Did you see that promo?
I watch it.
I love that promo.
That
You
was
saw
a good
that
promo.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Soaking
Our marketing team.
Yeah, that was really
Hats
good.
off to them.
No, it's really good.
Love it.
And that is, I mean, that's them. I mean, there's nothing. I used to do sports when
Yeah.
the hair was not as gray, and it's a young man's game. And it's just, it's so young person's game. Let me correct myself right there. It takes so much energy, and they've all got it.
Oh my
still.
gosh, it's so fun. The sports department here at WAFB is the most exciting department.
It's
in the
crazy.
Yes,
They're so good.
I walk by there
1000%.
any time of the day or night, and they're just, I mean, you just want to stop and play.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
You
there's
know?
so many families who love watching Sportsline Friday night and grew up watching
Yeah,
it.
they did.
I don't think anyone knows how much work goes into it. We have people who shoot all of these games, drive all over South
it's
Louisiana
hilarious.
the week
Careful.
of to try to get those interviews and talk with those kids and coaches ahead of time.
Love it if you talk to anybody
They
in the sports
do,
department.
yes.
They love it.
But it is a labor of love. It takes so much work to make it happen on that broadcast Friday night, and it is all so worth it.
I see them when I see the sports guys on Friday night running around. I feel the stress coming from them.
Yes,
I
they're flying.
always stay out of their way. I don't say anything to Jacques or John.
Yeah.
Just stay out of Kevin's way, stay out of everybody's way to let them get their work done. But they do an excellent job.
They sure do.
Gosh, I want to play in the sports department.
Well,
I can be a water boy
you know what you
for
can,
them.
No, you know what you could do. And they're always looking for this shooters. If you know how to run a camera, because they're trying to get to so many different
So many
places and
games.
spaces.
Yeah.
I used to, back in the day when it was a little bit longer, the show itself, I was running the I-55 route up Lutcher and Amite,
Yeah.
and so that was always the very last games that they would show on the show,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, but I
I'd
can
still
sit
be
here.
on.
It'd have to be.
I'd be on the field
Right.
as the show was going on.
Yeah. I
can
and so
hold
I'd
the
have to
camera.
get out of Amite and out of
do
Lutcher
it.
and run down 55
Yep.
and try to not speed too much down 10. I'm running in the building, and there's 20 minutes left in the show. Slam
and
the
he
highlights
makes it.
together
He makes it.
and just scribble down the names, run it out to back in the day, Steve and Jacques, and they get it on there. It
Yeah.
is that kind of, and that's a good adrenaline.
It is.
You
It's
know?
exciting.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
you've got a
team
skill.
effort.
Jacques got a skill. These guys have a skill that I don't have.
Yeah.
I can hold the camera and focus it on you during an interview. I can't follow the football.
That's a skill. That's a talent.
So
Yeah.
fun
I
fact
can't-
for
it's
you.
Dangerous
Not
too.
do
You
that.
ever
Right,
see,
I
you ever
know.
see those guys? I love when they get hit on the sideline and the whole thing is protect the camera.
Oh,
You'll see them
absolutely.
get knocked
Yes.
off. As long as they keep the camera up, they're good to go.
Well,
so
fun fact,
right.
in my last job, because our team was so limited, we had the small resources, KPLC, small market, the news reporters on Friday night, we would be absolved of our news duties and we'd go shoot local football. That was the story of the night.
Yeah.
So all of us new reporters, not knowing what we're doing, we were all sent out to different areas, East Beauregard. We're all over the Cameron Parish. And so we had a segment in our version of Sportsline Friday Night called Hit of the Week. Well, one of our fellow reporters, Erica Ferrando, she was watching the ball, getting on camera. The ball came to her. She got hit. And you see the camera and her tumbling over and over. She was okay, but it made for a great segment.
I've seen that.
She was a good
I've
sport.
had sports friends at other stations. They've got knocked off their feet. And what you see, the telltale sign, the camera is just looking at the sky.
That's
right.
It's like
Protect
the camera
the
was on the
camera.
field, now it's just looking up.
Like me on the party barge and the tick falling into the tick
Don't
fall.
do that.
Protect the drink.
Oh, yeah,
Protect the drink.
Well, speaking of that camera pointing out to the sky, as we look out there today, calm day, but things are going to change in the next couple.
Yeah, they really are, because with the front on the way, we'll have the before and the after. Before we get some rain Friday, Saturday, but we're going to be looking and feeling much better on the back end of that Labor Day weather weekend. So we're going to talk more about that. Out your door right now, we're looking at a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds today. We got 74 degrees. Dew point's not bad, upper 60s this time of year. We'll take that. 94 yesterday's high, a little bit warmer than we like to see this time of year, but we do have cooler days in store in the 7-day forecast. Around Lafayette, a couple of popcorn storms over there. Up to the northern part of our viewing area, I would say between Macomb up 55 to Brookhaven, a couple of light showers, just enough to maybe very quickly wet the ground over there in the next couple of minutes. And most of the thunderstorms out here that are parked out to the Gulf are moving away from our area, moving more towards the west, towards Texas. And again, those showers to the north, for the most part, are going to miss our area. So the Futurecast graph shows the story of the day. It's only going to be about a 20% chance for today, barely wetting us here in the Baton Rouge area. So it looks relatively quiet today, tonight, and tomorrow. But then things start to change as this next front starts to move in a little bit closer. It's going to work with ample moisture, and that's going to give us a good chance for showers and thunderstorms Friday and Saturday. And then on Saturday, the front should start to make its way through the area. And now the models are starting to come together that by the time we get to Sunday, the front will not only clear Louisiana, but the front should jettison out to the Gulf by a pretty good amount. So it should make it look and feel a little bit better later in the 7-day forecast as we go forward. You can see those heat indices Saturday and beyond are definitely going to be feeling a lot better. The forecast for your Wednesday, 0% to start, 20% to finish with a high temperature of 92 degrees. And again, for the tropical update, because I didn't give one before, really no news. No news is good news. All we have out there is Fernand. There's nothing else out there and nothing else expected to form. Tigers going to the other Tigers in Clemson Saturday evening. Now, there could be a few showers leading up to kickoff, but the hope is by the time they actually do kick off, everything should be out of there and it should be looking a little bit better. Then Southern Jags are going to hit the road, taking on Mississippi Valley State. For the most part, it's a dry forecast there. For the majority of that game, they're going to be in the 80s. 92 for today. There's your 20% chance in the afternoon. Then for tonight, it looks like it's going to be another mild and muggy one, down to about 72, and for the most part, partly cloudy and dry. But wholesale improvements in the 7-day forecast. It is going to be looking and feeling a lot better. We've got temperatures significantly dropping off, especially as we go Saturday and beyond. Couple of highs in the 80s. That's not too shabby for this time of year. 7-Eleven right now. Johnny A., how is traffic?
Good in the Baton Rouge area. Real slow coming out of Denham Springs. Let's take a look with our interactive drive time camera. Your backup starts, actually stop and go traffic starts right before Jubin. Jubin both directions, busy. Florida Boulevard, even south of Range on south of the interstate, Vincent Road down toward Highway 16. All of that's really slow. There's that live look of the Jubin camera facing Walker, inbound traffic bumper to bumper, right across the Amite River Bridge and all the way into East Baton Rouge Parish. Once you make it past the 1012, you have some slow traffic also to deal with from right past College. The College Drive overpass is really where you start to see those brake lights right in that area there going toward Acadian. Typical morning. All right, school zones are being enforced. Please slow it down 20 miles per hour. No handheld phones. You have to have a hands-free device going through all school zones in South Louisiana. 7-Eleven. We'll be right back.
7:13 your time now. A few things we're watching for you, including power outages in a couple of parishes, East Baton Rouge and Ascension. It's Entergy, Liz.
Yeah, so we've reached out to Entergy, and they tell us that the number of outages have been restored, but we're not seeing that on Entergy's map. Starting in East Baton Rouge Parish, you see there, it's a neighborhood up behind Segan Lane between Industrialplex and Airline. We've got about 94 customers impacted there without power, but you see a couple of streets without it. In Ascension Parish, we've got roughly 200 customers, 210 customers without power. Off of East Worthy Street, as you see that neighborhood there, is the predominant outages in Ascension Parish. You've also got another street there that's South Nickens Avenue, I believe, that's dealing with those outages this morning. We'll let you know when that's restored. We'll let you know if there's a cause for them.
Speaking of getting into the map and letting you know where things are, do you know where the Roselawn Memorial Park is, the cemetery?
Yeah.
That's kind of a landmark to get you in the know of where Provost Street is. Liz, a house fire there this morning.
Yeah, Baton Rouge firefighters being called out to the scene right around 4 this morning. Thankfully, we're told there were no injuries as a result of this. Baton Rouge fire investigators now looking into what may have started this. We'll let you know about that one.
I want to let you know about this as well. Your opportunity to save some lives. The WAFB blood drive continuing today. Great opportunities.
Johnny, you've been reminding us all morning 1 pint will save up to 3 lives, and that will go towards local first responders and their families, their hospital bills in our community. Easy way to get involved.
Really
I mean, incredible. 1 pint for 3 lives. I mean, it tells you just how useful it is,
Yes.
really. And there's always a shortage.
Seemingly always. You're exactly
Even
right.
outside the window of this week, we need to always be conscious about
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
good right reminder here.
Yeah, you can donate every few months.
That's it.
So, yeah, please do.
WAFB.com/blood drive.
Now's the time to score huge truck savings at Team Toyota, where you can get a new 25 Tacoma for just $299 a month, or get 1.99% financing for 72 months on a new 25 Tundra. For work or play, we have you covered at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.